This skill development session brought to you by our good friends at Pirani's Hockey World. Hey, what's up, hockey and rock and roll fans? Thanks for stopping into the office in another edition of the Rock and Hockey Show. Today we're starting a new shoot-to-score series called Rock and Roll Goals. All right? And we're going to learn not only how to shoot the puck, we've learned about that in a lot of other rock and hockey shows. We're going to learn how to increase your chances of scoring goals by increasing the quality of your shots. So we're not only going to work on shooting technique, we're going to work on situational shooting, and again, how to improve the quality of your shot so that your goals go up. All right? I've always said, look, I don't work for NASA, but I do know enough about math to know that scoring goals is all about percentages. So we're going to work on how to increase your percentages of shooting a quality shot every time in a game situation. So get your calculators out, get a piece of paper to take some notes, get your protractor out because we're thinking caps on, get your number 2 pencil. Let's do this. Okay, so before we get started shooting, I'm going to talk a little bit about the thought process of what goes through the mind of a shooter. All right? Yeah, I know it's pretty deep, okay, but mainly, what are we looking at? Okay, what are we looking at when we shoot the puck? Well, Coach Dave, we look at the net. Yeah, it sounds simple, but when you're under pressure in a game and you got 5 players from the other team that are trying to kill you, and the clock's ticking, and there's a goalie, and the coach, and the fans, all right? It's not as easy as you think it is. So make sure you know where the net is, and anytime you can look at it, make sure you get a good look at it, okay? Not just out of the corner of your eye. If you can look at it clearly, okay? Now, when I say clearly, sometimes you're looking in a direction, and you can see something, but you're not focused in or dialed in on it, okay? Just like looking at a book, you can see it, but unless you're focusing in on a word, you can't read it, okay? So it's important to really get your focus in on seeing the net clearly, okay? Now, I know there's going to be times when you're under pressure, all right, and you don't even have a chance to look at the net, so that's when you're going to use your hockey instincts or your spidey senses or the force, whatever works for you, or a combination of all of them, to just shoot the puck in a general direction of the net. And that happens a lot. Even NHL players will do that, okay? But if you have a chance to look at the net, it's important that you focus. Focus clearly on seeing the net, okay? Now, as you can see, I have a old-fashioned shooter-tutor in here right now, all right? And it's fun to shoot at because you got these corners and a 5-hole, all right? But you know what? I don't really like using these, and I don't think they're a good. They're good for creating good shooting habits, all right? And why I say that is most players are going to be trying to shoot, obviously, at the corners, okay? So listen, see this right here? All right? That's the red post, and that draws your attention, okay? It draws your attention big time, and that's what most players are shooting at, okay? Because when you're looking, everybody wants to go bar down or shoot high because it looks pretty, but this red is attracting your attention, okay? So what happens is you're shooting at the red, all right? Well, you know what? If it hits the post and doesn't go in, it doesn't even count as a shot on goal, okay? Also, here comes the math. Get ready for this, all right? You have to hit probably on the bottom 15% of this bar, okay? So probably 70, maybe 85% of this bar, if the puck hits it, it's not going in the net. It needs to hit way down here for it to even go in the net. Otherwise, it's not even a shot on goal, okay? So if you miss, all right, you miss by a 1/4 of an inch, it's not going in the net, okay? It's going to bounce out, bounce up, bounce away, all right? But it's not even going to be a shot on goal. And you're going to go back to the bench and go, oh, man. Oh, everybody's going, wow, that was a great shot. Well, it's not a great shot. You missed, okay? So what we need to do is you need to train yourself, okay? And this takes a lot of practice and a lot of discipline to train yourself to shoot inside the net, okay? So instead of looking at the red, look inside. Now, technically this netting is supposed to be white, but it's not really white, but learn to look at the white, okay? Learn to look at the white when you're shooting. Try not to focus on the red because that's going to draw your attention, and that's exactly where you're going to shoot the puck, okay? I don't know how many players, well, forever, you know, you watch them in warm-ups, you watch them at practice, when they're out just shooting around, bam, 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 pucks off the glass, pucks off the bar off the glass, pucks off the bar off the netty, okay? Probably their shooting percentage, if you really did the math on it, it's probably at about 10%, maybe 20 tops. That's not very good, okay? If you're getting 2 to 3 shots a game, which is probably average, unless you're Ovechkin, but 2 to 3 shots is quite a bit, actually, and you're shooting at 20% in practice with no distractions, all right, the chances of you scoring a goal in a game when you have all those other factors now is down to probably about 1%, Okay, again, don't. Again, that's my math. Okay, so don't quote me on that one, but it's a very small percentage. Okay, of being able to score a goal when you have all those other factors. So we learn to look inside the net here. Okay, just get rid of this for a second. Okay, we're looking in here, not here. All right, I have a margin of error of several inches in every direction. All right, that I could still miss by, and it's still going to go inside the net. Okay, so learning to look inside is going to draw that attention more, in our missed shots is going to go down significantly. Okay, which means our shots on net is going to go up significantly, which now automatically increases your chances of scoring a goal. Okay, I know it's a lot of math. I told you to get your thinking caps on today, but I want you to think about that. And we are going to use a shooter tutor today, all right? But we're not going to be shooting for the corners. What we're going to be doing is, see this bullseye right here with that big E? That's where we're shooting. Okay, we're going to learn to direct our attention right there. And what I want to do is channel my energy of my shot and my focus, all right at that spot right there. Okay, and when I get good at hitting that, it's going to be easy now to channel my focus over here and shoot it there, and then over here and shoot it there, or down here. All right, so all we're learning to do is focus our energy in one spot, and then if I move that spot, it should be just as easy to hit that spot. Okay, does that make sense? Good. Remember, there's going to be a test on this later, so make sure you review your notes. All right, so we're going to get at it, and we're going to work on shooting right here. Okay, so that means our focus is going to go there, our energy is going to be directed there, and our follow-through is going to go there. So, like I've always said, it's great to score by accident. It's even better to score on purpose. Okay? All right, let's get at it. That, folks, is lesson number 1, rock and roll goals.